Hi everyone! So today's video I'm going to show you some of the paper-based artwork, i.e. drawings, which I've been working on. So for those that are new to me, I started off basically as an artist that basically did drawing on paper. So I'm new to resin crafting, which is probably how most of you have found my channel so far. But anyway, yeah, I wanted to introduce you just to some of the things that I've been working on over the last year or two. It takes me a while to get my artwork out because I tend to get other ideas and go off on them before I finish the previous one. So some of these are half finished, but they will actually be finished at some point. And some of them will actually end up in a store of some variety, but I've not decided how I'm going to do that yet or where I'm going to post them. Anyway, so today, right, well, this one, you'll notice a theme in my artwork that a lot of it is kind of like, it has a Scandinavian Norwegian feel. And that's basically because Norway is kind of my second home. We go at least once a year. And we've been to most big cities and towns in Norway now. So some of this it's based on that, some of it's based on specific cities, and some of it isn't actually a Norwegian feel at all. Some of it's out of my head, and some of it's other places in the world that you'll see as we go along. Okay, so the first one, like I said, it's got a Norwegian feel, but it's not actually Norway. It's based on Norwegian architecture mainly, but not on a specific city. So that's that one. And then the next one, I will do a video on the materials that I've used at some point if anybody is interested. So this one is actually based on Lancaster, which is my hometown where I come from, and that's Lancaster in the northwest of England, by the way. So some of the things that you'd be able to see on here, if you're familiar with Lancaster, is we have the Astor Memorial there, which is based on a hill in a park in Lancaster, and it's an amazing place. If you haven't been, do go to it. This one is Lancaster Castle, which was used as a prison actually until fairly recently, and I think you can actually do tours around there now. This one is Lancaster University. We have a museum. We've got the town hall. We have St George's Quay, which is just there. And then we have the cathedral. And behind it, you'll be able to see the Lake District to the right at the back, and then we've got, well, actually the Lake District's all the way across the back. And then in between there you've got the sea, which is actually Morecambe Bay, and then a couple of people on the beach. So that's that one. And then next we've got one that's based on, where's this one based? Scarborough. I had to think then. Yeah, so let's just show you that one. So that's the piece from a distance. We've got the, I don't know what it's called. It's kind of like a sky ride, which used to be based out of the, is it the north or the south end of Scarborough? I think it's the north. We've got the Sea Life Centre, which is the pyramid looking things. We've got P-Zone Park, which is the dragons. And the sort of Chinese architecture looking building. We've got Scarborough Castle, which is there. You can see the coast in the distance. We've also got the spa, which is there to the left, the amusements and casino, and then we've got, I don't know the name of this tower. See the tower here, this structure. I can't remember the name of it. If anybody does know, let me know. And then we've got the pier. So we've got the pier there, and then we've got the sea and the beach. And we've got some donkey rides because it's not an English beach without some donkey rides, is it? And then on to this one. Let's see, where was this one based? Some of these I've drawn a while ago and I really can't remember where I've based them. So this one, yeah, it's just a general sort of Norwegian feel. We've got the mountains in the distance, some log cabins, which you see at a lot of the ski resorts around here. We've got a ski lift because it's a ski resort, and then generally some people enjoying skiing at the bottom. So that's that one. The next one, yeah, this was something that was based in my head. I don't really like this piece, to be honest. But this one was based on just something came out of my head, basically. Yeah, like I said, I don't really like this one. I don't know why. Sometimes you love your artwork, sometimes you don't. So I'm not sure whether I'll actually get to the point of finishing that one. This one's based on Santorini in Greece, which is a beautiful island if anybody's ever been. Not been personally, it's just somewhere I want to go. At some point I'll probably will go. So if you have a look at some of the buildings, you can see there's quite a lot of churches and sort of what I call church-based architecture around there. And you can see on here there's a tower, which is also supposed to be part of church. Lots of domed buildings, as you can see, and a lot of the buildings in Santorini are white. They're usually white with blue accents, like the paintwork on the the wood is usually blue, and it's a lovely colour. This one, yeah, this one's just based on Paris, basically. So you'll see that there's the Eiffel Tower. There's, oh, what's the name of that one? Can't remember. Anyway, the Louvre Art Gallery, that's it. And then we've got the Champs-Élysées, we've got the metro sign, and Notre Dame Cathedral, which has sadly just had a really bad fire and the roof has collapsed on there, and that's going to take a long time to rebuild. Although I don't know if it's the Prime Minister of France or one of the members of their parliament or whatever they call it, saying that they'll rebuild it in the next 5 years, which seems amazing to me, and I do hope that's true. And then we've just got some sort of general French architecture going on until we get down to here, where there's a famous bridge, which I can't remember the name of, where people put padlocks with the names on, and it's supposed to be almost like an everlasting love type thing. The next one is based on the hometown where I live now, which is, oh, where are we? There. A lovely little place called Murfield, and it's a little town in Yorkshire, and it's a lovely little place. So I won't go, I'll try and do this really quickly. We have there my favourite Indian restaurant, which is called Ruby's Lounge. Calder Valley Greenway, which is a really good path to walk on, cycle path, that type of thing. We've got the train station, which I've actually coloured in almost completely. We've got the monastery. So the monastery is, they do various courses and things there, and you can actually go and look around it, and they have an open day once a year, and it's a beautiful place. We've got St Mary's Church, and then yeah, just some general places, like we've got the library, the Airedale Heifer, which is my favourite pub, and Ravello, which is my favourite deli type restaurant. We've got the canal. Where else have we got? That's pretty much it really, I think. Then we have one based on London, which most people will probably recognise most of these buildings, so I won't go into great detail, but as you can see, it's partly finished, not quite got there yet. The next one is based on America and the places that I've been to in America or want to go to. So let's see if I can even remember the names of some of these places. So we've got the Seattle Space Tower thing. I think that one, is that the one, the Empire State, what's it called? Empire State Building or whatever it's called. We have an American bald eagle. Got the Hollywood sign. Just various bits of architecture that I've seen on my travels. We've got the Statue of Liberty. We also have the White House, which is there. The St. Louis Arch, which I've been lucky enough to go up a while ago, and that was really amazing views from there. And then just some general type things there. So that is one that's based on America. And like I said, it's only a few places in America. It's not an exhaustive list. This next one is based on Iceland and some of the places that I've been to in Iceland. And again, some of the places that I'd like to go to. I can't even remember the names of a lot of these places, I must confess. It's a while since I've been. And there's also some bits of Norway and Amsterdam in there, actually. So basically it looks like it's a mix. So this one is a famous church in... I think it's the one in... I can't remember if that's the one in Reykjavik or it's the one in Akureyri. Anyway, but I've seen it on my travels somewhere. It's in a photograph. We have a lovely Norwegian themed kind of harbour building, which is based on Bergen, really. They've got some kind of Amsterdam type architecture going on here. We've also got that lovely Arctic cathedral in Tromsø in Norway. And lots of other little places that are actually just kind of fictional and in my head. A lot of these places were actually taken from old photographs. And then this one, I think this one was just a general London and around about the UK type piece. So if we have a look at this one, you'll probably recognise some of the places if you're familiar with England. We've got things like the BT Tower in London. We've got the, what's it called? In Newcastle, there's Angel of the North. That's it. It's a big, I think it's a steel or iron structure, and that's really good. If you go and see that, it's huge. You can see it for miles around. And then we've got the Gherkin. I don't actually know its proper name, but basically it's in London. We've got the London Eye, which I was lucky to go on when it first opened. We've got just a random. Oh, actually, sorry, we've got my belly in there as well. Yep. So that one's supposed to be like a generic kind of town hall type thing, and then we've got Big Ben. So we'll get rid of that one. This next one I've actually finished for a change. This one was based on Norway again, so you can see that we've got things like ski resorts, a ski school and things like that in the distance. So that's that bit. And then we've got just mountains and things going on there. We've got a typical little Norwegian church. That's based on one that I saw in a place called Olden, which is so pretty. It's at the end of one of the fjords and it's absolutely beautiful. And then we've got just a quay, which is basically taken from Bergen, yeah. And then we've got a lovely little Norwegian church there, and some people ice skating. I can't forget them. That's that one. The next one, again, this one's based on Norway, but it's just nowhere in particular. So this one, they've got the same type of things. We've got a lovely lighthouse, we've got a quay with the typical kind of warehouses that they have there. We've got a ski resort going on. We've got the Arctic Cathedral again. That's made another appearance. And just some houses and things that I've seen around there. And again, we've got a bit more of a quay going on there. And then this place here where we've got it's supposed to represent the end of a fjord and some boat houses that we found in, I'm not sure if that one's, I don't think it's Olden, no, it's, what's it called? I can't remember. It'll come to me though. No, can't remember. I'll add it to the comments if I remember the name of it. But basically that is it. That's a quick walk through my sketchbook. I hope you all enjoyed it. I've got some other artwork to share with you at some point, but I've just focused on the landscapes for today. So that's it. Anyway, thanks for listening. Bye.